It's time for grassroots racers and fans to gather around. Welcome to the Racing Roundup Show, your destination for news and interviews within the Wisconsin racing scene, the upper Midwest, and from the world of motorsports. Thank you for joining us for our 38th season, America's longest running weekly motorsports program held in front of a live audience. Tell your friends they still have time to join the racing crowd for tonight's show. And now, here is the host of the Racing Roundup Show, Jim TRETOW.
Hey, good afternoon, good evening. Gates are open. We are live at Wilmot Raceway tonight, thanks to CK Contractors. It's a D'Angelo's Construction Roadshow. Looking forward to having you join us. It's a great night of racing. 3 divisions. We've got a lot of things going on. The Bandits are hitting the track. The Wisconsin Wingless and the Modifieds are all here tonight. They're racing tonight, so it's a full program. It's carload night, $25 a carload, and there's fireworks after the show tonight. So come on down, bring the family, bring the kids, and bring your camera or your fancy new camera phone, because we've got a lot of eye candy to show you. Race cars sitting right here that won't be racing tonight, but you want to be here to catch every lap of the action on the at the Wilmot Raceway on the Kenosha County Fairgrounds. We begin tonight with some breaking news. Just a couple of hours ago, the ARCA Midwest Tour, which has been owned and operated by Greg and Angie McCarnes for the last 8 years, has been sold to Trek Enterprises. The sale goes in effect at the end of the year, with the McCarnes staying on through the transition, which could extend into 2023. This year, Trek Enterprises is the promoter for both stock car races at the Milwaukee Mile, both weekends, 2 SRX races, 8 ARCA Menard Series races, the Knoxville Raceway NASCAR Truck Series Dirt Race, and about 70 other races while operating 2 weekly Illinois Dirt Bull Rings. In January, Trek Enterprises purchased CRA and its 4 touring series with an eye on a national super late model tour. This helps get things going in that direction as well. You can visit MidwestTour.racing for more on the series, which races next on July 9th at Grundy County Speedway and the Wayne Carter Classic, We also want to tell you that on our Twitter feed at Racing Roundup, I actually have in advance, I forwarded the Midwest Tour announcement, and on there is an interview on the Midwest Tour talk show that I hosted that includes Bob Sargent and Greg McCarnes. Bob Sargent is the owner of Trek Enterprises, both being very candid about what they did and why they did it now and what they plan on doing going forward. So it's a great thing to catch. So go to our Twitter feed at Racing Roundup. Right on there, you'll see the last 2 things we put up there besides, hey, we're at Wilmot Raceway tonight, is a link to the press release and a link to the actual show that I got to ask a bunch of questions to Greg McCarnes and to Bob Sargent that is on live right now on YouTube. But you can click it through MidwestTour.racing or their Facebook page or on MidwestTour.tv. Hey, tonight we're live at the front gate at Wilmot Raceway on a special Tuesday night racing program. Again, it's $25 carload night, fireworks after the show as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. Some great food, great racing. We're talking about Taco Tuesdays. There's like 4 different kinds of meat, I think. I don't know. It's kind of cool. But we want you to come down and enjoy it. In our little show car display up here, we have the Josh Blicky, InsuranceKing.com Chevrolet Xfinity car. He's racing in both divisions this weekend at Road America. We have Chris Spitt's Wing Sprint car. We have Bobby GUTKNECHT's former Mid-Am car. It still says his name above the door, but Mike Hansen just bought that one. It's here on display. And Bobby's Street Legal factory stock 57 Chevrolet is sitting next to it as well. Beyond that, here in the Midway, great food. And Derek Crane is here. He was going to be here this past Saturday, but it rained out. And Derek Crane is in his final night of a diaper drive collection. So if you feel like you'd like to, I just checked in with Derek until about 7:30 tonight. If you want to come to the racetrack, stop by and get some diapers on the way. They're collecting diapers for area foster families. They're collecting them here tonight at the racetrack, so look for Derek's race car here on the Midway as well. We are excited because we're going to go racing here in a little while. It's a great night for racing. Bring the family, and we want to let you in on what's cool about the place. Why don't we talk to a couple guys that have won racing championships here at Wilmot Raceway. Joining us right now, sitting next to me, let's welcome in the ageless wonder, the man behind the wheel of that number 40, Tim Cox, and our friend Chris Klemko from CK Contractors. Guys, both welcome to the show. Thanks for coming down.
Thanks for having us.
Yep, it's great to be here.
We have golf applause gallery that maybe they're out getting some kind of. I'm just so used to having people clap because we do it in front of a live audience. It's great to see you both here. Tim, you've been racing lately. What's been happening for you here at Wilmot Raceway? And I'm not going to race full time, but I'm going to race some more, and then I'm going to race again.
It's kind of one of our sponsors came back. William Meyer and Son. They came back this year, and we thought we were going to lose them, and they came back. So it's like we may as well keep at it until they're not helping us anymore. It's just great to be in the situation we're in right now. It's pretty nice. Don's Machine Shops help us out with our engines, so we don't have no problems with our engines. If we do have a problem, he's got another one ready for us right away. And we've been having actually a phenomenal year. We've raced, I think, 6 times so far, and I've got 5 seconds and 1 first. So
is that all?
So hopefully, knock on wood, we can keep that that string up, but it always comes to an end. So
I know you won one of them. My goodness, that's a heck of a ride right now.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, especially for not really wanting to race all year, but sure, we'll race all year.
I think you're gonna. Yeah, there's not even a question now.
And actually, we ended up racing my boss's truck up at Slinger Speedway on Sunday, Midwest Tour truck, and.
How'd you do?
We missed the show. We missed it by 2 trucks, and first time in it, the truck ended up getting too tight for us during the race, and we're going to race it during the Slinger Nationals. So we'll do some work on it and loosen it up a little bit, and hopefully the driver will be a little bit better the next time we go.
Have helmet, which you brought here tonight. Thank you for bringing it down. I love seeing helmets on the table. What's special about this helmet of the many you've raced over the years, Tim?
Jack from Jack's Helmet Design painted it for us, and it just I know you always have helmets on the table here, so I forgot to bring one, so we had it with us.
You're going to probably have to use that later on tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's got tear-offs already, so it's all ready.
It's authentic. It's
authentic. It's ready to go. So, actually, this is my nighttime helmet because I use the laminated tear-offs at nighttime because they're easier to see through. And when you got these old eyes, it's hard to see through the other ones.
So there's an advancement in technology since you started racing with the hit the dial, it goes for the first couple, and then it just sticks.
Yeah.
You had one of those, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Now we got the tear-offs with the lamination on them.
Yep, exactly.
All right, we're advancing here. We'll learn things here on the Racing Roundup show. Chris Klemko, you've been a joy to watch. You chased your dad around just like he chased his dad around. You get a chance to race these Wisconsin winglets, and I cannot believe the competition again. You were one of the original 5. You can say I'm OG, the original gangsta when it comes to this series. It's got to be fun knowing it's this healthy, this fun, and this competitive.
Yeah, it's been pretty amazing. So I'm the only driver that's been racing since the series started. I'm still in it. Haven't missed a race since. And it's pretty cool to go from 5 cars to over 40 cars a night. So Steve Sinclair, he did a pretty good thing by introducing this, and Wilmot Raceway took a risk on starting a new division, and it's been great ever since.
And for you, Chris, it was a way to get into racing. Tim, what brought you back to the Wisconsin winglets? You've had a lot of other cars. You've racing things with wings on pavement, without wings on pavement, all sorts of things.
We were running the wing pavement car, the pavement series, and we blew the motor up. And I happened to jump in one of the original drivers, Todd Lear's cars. He happened to be sick one weekend. He asked me to drive the car, and it just I should have never got into it because that just got the hook, line, and sinker. Sucked me right in.
And when it comes to the maintenance on these cars, no question, there's more to it. You've got 40 other guys to beat every week, Chris. Yep. What's the schedule like, and is it any better now that you know that the rules are fairly consistent? It's not like you're having to change it for the rules, just a matter of changing it to get faster.
Yeah, it really just comes down to your setup. I mean, everybody has, technically the same engine and everything, but it really just comes down to your shock setup, how you got your tires, and, driver ability. It's pretty much anybody's game. So, It takes a lot of the who's got the bigger motor, like the 410s do, and some of the other classes. It takes your motor out of it and puts it into the driver ability. So
you mentioned 410. You've got one of those too, don't you?
I do have
a wing sprint car. Yeah.
Yep.
How often have you got a chance to race that this year?
We've raced it one full night actually. All the other nights have been rained out.
Wow.
We raced up at 141 with it. We did good. We made the show. I think we finished 10th that night with it, but it's just something to do for fun, And we built another car this year, another 410 car, and one of my guys on the crew, Kevin Hinich, he'll run it from time to time, and another guy, Matt Myers, he runs it every now and again too. So, but like I said, we only got one night in because it's been rained out ever since. So
coming up July 9th, there's a pretty big wing sprint car race here at Wilmot Raceway, the Larry Hewlett Memorial 40. It's the World of Outlaws.
Yep.
Is that something you guys might be trying?
Yep, I'll be racing that night, both the non-wing and the wing car, and then Kevin Hinich is going to race the other wing car that night as well. So.
And Tim, you get to race. I'm guessing you're going to be racing that night just in the wingless, unless somebody calls you.
Just in the wingless. Yep.
Is it any different for you when you walk in and you see all these fancy guys, Brad Sweet walking around, Donnie Schatz walking around? Does it matter to you that they're racing that same night at the track you're at?
No, it's actually kind of cool, because last year we kind of had an experimental shock on the car. We had a real long right rear shock, and actually about 5 or 6 of them guys walked over and were just looking at it. And it's kind of cool for them to come look at your car instead of you looking at their car.
Is Chris supposed to know about that shock?
Oh, everybody knew about it.
Oh, okay.
It looked like a broomstick hanging off the side.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't put it on yet this year. I'm going to get it back on the car, but not yet.
Of all places, Winchester Speedway, Mark Martin said in his podcast about back in the late 70s, he actually put a rod in the right rear instead of a shock and a spring. He's like, I'm just going to run with a rod because he measured the distance. Once the car is set, he's like, if I just put a rod in there, I don't have to worry about it traveling.
Exactly.
And he made it work.
Especially at Winchester, it didn't work.
Yeah, well, he tried it. He tried it.
Yeah, mine worked. We've changed it a few times, and we're getting it more refined. Brian from Super Shocks, we've been working on it.
And you're still running it?
Yeah, well, I haven't run it this year yet.
All right.
Yeah.
But when you do, there'll be a crowd around you. We'll know that's happening.
There always is. Yep, I know it. The first time we ran it, the guy on Flow Racing actually zoomed in on it, so it was kind of cool to see it zoom in on that.
I'm sure you got a few. Hey, when you see that thing,
Yeah,
I got to see a picture. Hey, I'm not there tonight. Can you show me?
Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of funny, but it's just something different. Just kind of throw everybody off a little bit. I enjoy doing that kind of stuff.
Hang out just a few more minutes with Tim Cox and Chris Klemko. They got work to do tonight. Chris, how long have you been here? Because I know your portion of what you do is racing. You got tires to worry about. You also are part of the Kenosha County Fair Board. How long has this race been on your docket? Like, okay, this is what I do Sunday. This is what I'm going back on check on Monday. I was here since noon. What was your schedule like this week?
The schedule wasn't too bad. I didn't get here too early today. I didn't get here until 3 o'clock. I had a pretty busy day at work, but I was here last night. I was here Sunday. I was here Saturday. No, I wasn't here Saturday, actually. Friday night I was here. So it's been a pretty busy week. We had the USAC show scheduled, so there was a lot of work going into that, getting everything in order here. But it's always busy. So.
And Chris, your company thankfully sponsors our program. When we talked about Wilmot Raceway, we talked about CK Contractors LLC. That's your business.
Yep.
Tell people what you were doing today and the last couple of weeks and what you're doing next month, because there's a lot going on with your business. What do you do?
So the last couple of days we've been out in Walworth County and Genoa City. We've been digging a pond for a guy, so we were doing that. We're building some retaining walls out on Lake Michigan right now. We're kind of scattered all over the place. We got about a 390,000 square foot building pad down in Zion. We're going to be starting 2 weeks. Next week, next Friday, we're going to start that.
Wow.
We got stuff all over the place. We got a lot of work out here. The end of September is going to get really busy here when we tear down the existing grandstands and we're constructing new grandstands.
That's breaking news on our show.
Yeah, so
wow.
It's been in works for about a year now, but now
do we bring marshmallows? Do we have a big old bonfire out back?
Well,
what's going to go on?
No, we're not gonna burn them.
All
so,
right. Okay.
But no, there's going to be quite a bit of work going on here this fall. So.
Wow, always improving here at Wilmot Raceway.
Yeah, they're always making big changes. So, and it's all for the good.
And when it comes to this facility, I mean, it's really cool. And I asked Tim about how cool it is to see these guys from a national series roll in. There's big races happening here as well as a really strong weekly show, Chris. How proud are you, and how does that reflect on the community knowing that, hey, man, we got some really good things cooking here at Kenosha County Fairgrounds?
Well, they're always up for doing a lot of different things. And the weekly show is getting better and better. The cars are getting faster. The crowds are getting bigger. And we have some specials coming up throughout the year. We have World of Outlaws. The Dirt Kings are coming back this fall. Working tentatively, I'm not 100%, not even 50, but if USAC has a cancellation somewhere, we might see them again this year. If not, we're working on that one for next year. We're doing some other things here at the fairgrounds. We just had a truck tractor pull last weekend. That was a huge success. We have a rodeo coming up in August here. So, I mean, it's just not racing, but, we got a lot of different other things we're doing too, so.
And as far as your race team goes, Klemko Racing, we talked to your sister when we had her at the cellar on Oak Creek Automotive Night. It was a lot of fun. And I know you couldn't make it because you had a board meeting that night, among other things you have to do with your life, which is really busy. Yep. When it comes to racing, who are the people that are helping you this year, Chris?
Joe Panic, my crew chief, Kevin Hinich, John Cronin, Chris Krusek. My two boys, they like to hide all the tools and everything. How
old are they getting now?
Marshall is 3, and Cade just turned 1 4 days ago.
Monkey see, monkey do, and the tools are somewhere. We just know they're a foot or lower to the ground, I'm guessing, somewhere stashed.
Yeah, Marshall's got one of them little Tykes cars, race cars in the shop, and then he always loads it up with tools or the nuts for the front wheels or something. It's always a scavenger hunt come Thursday night trying to find everything. So
that's hilarious.
It's a good time. So, and we got a bunch of other guys that help us out. Matt Myers. There's guys that come down on a weekly night that just pop in and give us a hand or whatever. A couple of guys that work for me, they come down on race night and help scrape mud and all that too. So.
How about sponsors for you, Chris?
We got a couple this year. Lucas Oil came back on for another year, sponsoring my car and my sister's car. Zerbo Concrete, Next Gen Construction, RNC Trucking, American Family Insurance, Kristen Olson Agency, Trotter Insurance out of Kenosha. Oak Creek Automotive, Bobby GUTKNECHT, he's on both cars again this year. He's on both non-wing cars and both the wing cars. Gulke Well Drilling, RNC Trucking, Callahan Motorsports. I'm sure there's a couple more that I'm forgetting, but it takes a lot, and I'm very fortunate. We're very fortunate for everybody we got. So
it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun this season to chase those guys down already in the season. 7th in points for Chris, because those two guys up on top, man, they're hard, aren't they? Jimmy SIVIA and Tim Cox tied for the points this year for you guys in your division.
Yeah, we had we've had a couple setbacks this year. 2 weeks ago, we flipped pretty good in a heat race. My crew busted their butts. They got the car all put back together, basically everything but the motor and seat had to get pretty much replaced on it. Went back out in the B main, won the B main, and went 18th to 10th in the A. The first night out here, we were leading the A main, and steering arm broke.
Ooh.
So that didn't end our night very well. Thankfully, nobody hit us when we started spinning. So, but yeah, no, we're plugging along. We got a couple heat race wins. We've been doing really good on our qualifying. We've been in the top 5, top 6 in qualifying every night. So, I think we're going to get a feature win here pretty quick. So it was 2 years ago we won the feature on this night. So
yeah, you did. I was here to see it.
I'm hoping we can get it tonight.
That was a good year as well. Tim Cox, you have got a great season going. Who's helping you this year get that point lead right now?
Our crew guys is Bobby Clem. He does a fantastic job, and Sally, his girlfriend, they're always there helping. And Matt Smith and John Callahan, and my grandson's there as much as he can. He helps a lot, and my wife for hanging in there as many years as we've been racing and putting up with this crap for so long. But she comes when she wants to, and there's no problem when she doesn't. It's we've been doing it so long. Her parents live up in the Dells, so she goes up there quite a bit on the weekends. So
okay.
Take care of them. But then I'd like to say thank you to William Meyer and Son. They do a fantastic job helping us. Don's Machine Shop, Brian from Super Shocks. I'm trying to remember who's all on the car. Clayton Auto City Garage for helping us out, and everybody else that helps. Jax from Custom Helmets, Brian from Super Shocks. And just thanks to everybody, and thanks for everybody coming out to races. And
yeah,
I think tonight we only have 42 cars. So
only 42.
Only 42 cars.
Wow.
I think we are the biggest racetrack in the United States with that many cars per year. Per night.
You need to come down and see it. Tonight's a big night at Wilmot Raceway. Let's give a hand to these guys for joining us here tonight. Chris Klemko and Tim Cox going after tonight for the feature win on a Tuesday night. Guys, we wish you well.
Yep,
we're the good luck charm, so good luck battling wheel to wheel. Might be a photo finish.
Let's hope it is.
Yeah, let's hope so too. Thank you guys.
It's been really close lately.
Yeah, no kidding. Really close. 42 cars and qualifying top 6 for Chris. That takes a lot as well. We'll let you guys do it. I heard you guys are going to be hot lapping here in a little bit. So
Yep.
Don't want to keep you. Thank you guys
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us on here.
Coming on. Thank you, Chris, for your sponsorship as well. It means everything. We're going to take a commercial break. We are live at Wilmot Raceway on a DeAngelis Construction Roadshow night. Thanks to CK Contractors. They're going to sign the Bob TRETOW sign writer backdrop over there. And we're going to be right back after these messages on the Racing Roundup Show.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, racingroundup.show.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
Add value and beauty to your home or commercial property with professional landscaping from Central Services Company, Incorporated. The team at Central Services is their personal choice of over 45 years of satisfied customers in Southeast Wisconsin for landscape design, construction, and grounds maintenance. Call Central Services at 262-548-0005 for all your landscaping and lawn care needs. No job is too large or too small. From lawn fertilization and weed control to award-winning landscape construction and building your backyard patio oasis, Central Services is your full-service landscape company. Call the experts at Central Services at 262-548-0005 for a free, no-obligation consultation at your home or business. Find out why Central Services can provide you with the visual difference in the art of landscaping and lawn care. Call 262-548-0005. Central Services, the visual difference in landscaping.
Bobby GUTKNECHT and the technicians at Oak Creek Automotive on South 27th Street in Drexel are experts in automotive repair. For over 30 years and counting, the NAPA Certified Car Care Center at Oak Creek Automotive handles emissions testing plus minor to major repair, from oil changes to engine and transmission replacement. Call Oak Creek Automotive 414-761-3250. They're open for your convenience Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. till 9 p.m., and Fridays, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. For all your vehicle repair needs, head to South 27th Street and Drexel to the pros at Oak Creek Automotive.
Get your whole family involved in affordable, competitive kart racing at Millwright Raceway in Dousman, Wisconsin, home of the Badger Kart Club. Walk the pit area, talk to racers, and check out the action from the grandstands. There's a play area for the kids and great food at the concession stand. Spectator admission is free. Badger Kart Club points racers and National Touring Series race on the challenging paved road course most Sundays from April through September. Badger Kart Club is well established and well respected. There's 15 classes and over 100 drivers racing every week. From ages 5 to 75, kart racing offers competition for generations of racers of all ages. Bring the kids and check out kart racing for yourself at one of America's finest kart tracks. This is where Alan Kowicki, Danica Patrick, Sam Mayer, and Josh Palicki got their start. Millwright Raceway is just south of I-94 in Dousman, 35 miles west of Milwaukee, and 45 miles east of Madison. For all the latest information, directions, and race schedule, visit BadgerKartClub.com.
ARR has been recycling for over 80 years and is here to help you with your spring cleaning. Take them your recyclable metals and they'll pay you cash. ARR buys aluminum, brass, copper, lead, and steel. And contractors, ARR has a bonus program just for you that puts more cash in your pocket. Find their full list of accepted materials at ARR1938.com. ARR with locations in West Dallas, Waukesha, and Milwaukee, right next to Miller Park. ARR Recycling since 1938.
We're back on the Racing Roundup Show live at Wilmot Raceway. We got a big racing program tonight for you. 42 Wisconsin winglets have signed in. Speaking of signing, Josh Palicki, Wisconsin NASCAR driver, is not only here with his show car, he's here signing autographs and hanging out with you, the fans, at Wilmot Raceway tonight. So thanks, Josh, for making the time. His show car is out front as well. He'll be here for a little while. We'll try to squeeze him on the show, but right now we're talking to as many drivers as we can on the DeAngelis Construction Road Show. DeAngelis Construction is a racing family business serving Milwaukee since 1982 with their trucking, snowplowing, and expert concrete work. They lay only the best commercial and residential concrete and will work with you to make your designs and ideas come to life, including stamped concrete and decorative displays. You can go online right now to DeAngelisConstructionLLC.com to see their great work. Again, we're live at Wilmot Raceway. It's $25 carload night, capped off by fireworks. Come on down and join us. The gates are open, racing here in a little while. Might hear some few cars pushing off, so I'm talking faster than I normally do, which is hard to believe. But I've got a really good guy next to us. It's great to see him back. He's usually hanging out with us with the Miller High Life in hand at Pauley's at least once a year. He now lives in Indiana. He's racing tonight for the Fat Fro Motorsports number 14 Wisconsin wingless team, so no Miller High Life for this driver yet. Davey Ray, welcome back to our show. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks a lot, Jim. Always good to be here.
When I said High Life, you're like, yeah, High Life. That'd be great. So after the race win tonight, I'm guessing you might be cracking a few.
We're definitely going to do that. I don't know if it's going to be here or at our favorite place, Feck's Place or Brat Stop, but one of them we're going to hit up.
You hit him up already on the way this weekend. It's your second trip to Wisconsin the last couple of days. How did Sunday night at the Prairie go?
Sunday was good for us. We led a few laps there in the feature, but in the end, about middle race there, a couple laps in, Ballew's really good, and he went by us, and I think Brady Bacon was probably the next quickest car, and we ended up cutting a tire again, second one of the night, which is always a bummer, and I realize it's the same for everybody. We've heard these reasons for it many different times, but a bit of unluckiness there going on, and I felt like I don't know that I could have held off Ballew or Bacon, but I figured our car was good enough for maybe third there.
And Davey, when it comes to racing in this division, that was a 410. This is a big different deal. But when you came back to Wisconsin, race the Wisconsin winglets with BG Wood, you guys are pretty magical. That confidence has to be there for you guys tonight, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we got the confidence going into tonight. The car's the same. We tuned it up here just earlier today, and depending on track conditions again, and I'll have to get used to the difference of the power and maybe some of the setups that I've been trying with the 410. I'll just stick around with the same old stuff that we did here before, and it should work. And we're just happy to be here. It looks like a good crowd forming and fireworks tonight, and couldn't be in a better place in Wisconsin.
So I saw some on social saying, I think I'm coming back to Wisconsin. When did this get finalized? Because I was thinking, okay, a Sunday night, you led the feature at the Prairie. You said it's one of your favorite tracks for obvious reasons. You won a lot of great races there. When did this come together to come race at Wilmot on a Tuesday night?
Well, it came late Sunday night. We were thinking about it because I think BG hurt his knee or something, and he might have not been able to make a Tuesday night show anyway, so I told him I had to go home at least for a while. We worked the next day. John Sluss and I were towed some cars with our, his business there. It helped support our race team. And, after that hard day of work, I was pretty tired, and I was like, you know what? I had too much fun in Wisconsin. I'm turning around. I'm going right back. So, and then I also want to clarify just a couple things.
Yeah.
Angel Park by far is my favorite racetrack. I grew up there by a long shot. Okay.
Yep.
And I love Greg McCarnes. He's doing a great job. He has a history of being an excellent promoter. We're thankful for him to have the racetrack. There are a few issues with the surface there, and I think some of the other series and such drivers and all have said a bit about it. And, I was a bit vocal about cutting some tires there, which is unfortunate. And I realize that's bad luck, but there are some things we can do with the racetrack that I think will be better. And regardless of the conditions, I'm still coming up. I love the track, and I'll be there again.
This past Sunday was also the KO Classic. We had Kevin Olson Jr. on the show, Donnie Clevin on the show, and also the current owner of Kevin Olson's last ride, Brian Walters, was on our show last Tuesday. They had a big cookout on tailgate party Sunday afternoon, and I see this shirt that says KO and Doc Tyler, and they had some kind of crazy design about some kind of, magical something tour. Your buddy Doc, you guys are great buds. That had to be a bunch of fun to be around a bunch of great people on Sunday, all thinking about KO and telling great stories.
Yeah, it certainly was. Doc grew up around KO and had a great time with him, and I've known him my whole life. I didn't know KO my whole life. I just knew how, he was just a class clown and fun guy, and also won races and serious about it. And to be honest with you, when I heard the news, I immediately thought to myself, man, this is one of KO's tricks here. This has got to be a hoax. It can't happen. You can't knock a guy down like that. And, fortunately, I spent a lot of time with KO, and, watching him run the 11 Wilkie car back at Sun Prairie in the day, that was magical, and really, that was the car I wanted to drive from all time. So he was part of that, winning with that race car and other drivers. But it was a good night. I'm glad they put the huge event on. It paid really well. Lots of Badger midgets. Again, it's just an excellent series that they're growing. Much like the wingless division here, we got 42, like you say, tonight. And I think they're doing the right thing with the cars. It really, like they say, come down to, driver setups and just kind of duking it out like the old days. So it's a good thing. And hopefully got something for them here tonight. There's been some good guys here. They run here, weekly, and I know it's going to be tough, but as long as I feel sharp, we're going to be in it.
It's going to be great. And I think the driver you're sitting next to, who just popped in for a minute or so, has a few things figured out. Jimmy SIVIA, welcome to the show, Mr. Co-Point Leader. Great season so far. How about tonight? What are you thinking with all these cars and guys like Davey Ray showing up?
Yeah, it's been a pretty good season, and so far, and tonight hopefully is no different. Keep it going, keep it up front, and I'm actually pretty stoked that this guy right here is here. It's always fun racing with Davey, and it's a good judge to where you're at, as far as this class and stuff like that. So. And
keep in mind, the last couple of years, you had a roll. You're on a roll. Tim Cox won his share. You got guys like Ryan Marshall winning his share, and then Davey shows up at the top, 3 in a row or something like that?
Yeah,
crazy?
Yep, no doubt. We're hoping to put a stop to that tonight.
Yeah, he's one of the ones I was, talking about, and Tim Cox earlier, and there's many others, but these are two of the guys that I really know and have raced against. So I've seen some of the videos this year. They're gonna definitely be there at the end.
Unfortunately, Jimmy, I saw a video of your car twisting in the corner. I was here that night, actually. I didn't see the video. I actually saw the video after hearing about it. I was in the parking lot yet during hot laps.
Yeah.
You wadded one up already this year.
Yeah, I did, unfortunately, and it happened early at night in hot laps. Just one of those things. Got in there and biked on the right rear, and, unfortunately it was long for the ride. But luckily, we got a lot of good help and good sponsors and stuff, and we were able to get another car back together, and here we are. So.
I saw on social, the car was pretty much, you took it apart to see what was wrong, and everything else was taken off it. I was like, are they going to put that thing back together?
Yeah,
it had to be a little more damaged, though. You really went for a ride on that one.
Yeah, it was, we had put a whole new chassis together. Okay. Luckily, Joe over at DRC took care of us, quick turnaround, and, we were able to get back out the next week, so it didn't affect us at all in the series points or nothing like that.
2 wins in 4 races. I think it's going okay.
Yep, it is. So far, so good. We just hope to keep it going.
And when it comes to tonight, what's the special thought about this track on a Tuesday? Yes, it's been the 3rd year of a Tuesday, but that mindset of kind of breaking out of the tradition of what night you need to work on the cars and get ready.
Well, this is actually, aside from fair night here, this is probably my favorite show. And
how come?
Just the atmosphere, the fireworks. It's a Tuesday night, and I've actually won this show the last 2 years, so I'm hoping to keep that streak going. And it's fun. I got 2 little kids. They're here. They love the fireworks, and this is one of the nights we get a little bit more fans. Because they're here for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But they got some specials going on with the tacos and fireworks, and
yep.
it's
Carload
Taco
night.
Tuesday, man. You can't beat it.
Right.
So
Carload night, $25. Really?
Yeah,
it's $25
carload,
to get in for $25.
Yeah. So it's just a great night, So.
Jimmy, before we turn you loose, who's helping you this night and every night with sponsorship and support with your crew?
Obviously, first and foremost, my mom and my dad, they own everything. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. But, our whole crew, Matt Roebuck, Larry Roebuck, my cousins. And then as far as sponsorship goes, Grand Appliance and TV, they've been with me since I was racing go-karts, since I was a kid. So, I got them and Booner's Place and Quant's Pizza, and there's several others. And without all of them, we wouldn't be here, that's for sure. And I appreciate it. And I appreciate all the people here and hope to have a good night, for sure.
We hope you do too. Davey, who's here tonight on this one-off in Wisconsin for you?
Well, BG Wood's owning the car here now, but our longtime friend, owner, and sponsor, Al Christopher, with the Fat Frozone, is on board. He's always there with us. He's making our phones cha-ching with the Venmo every once in a while. It's always nice. So we're lucky to keep some good tires on the car all night long, and he's been buying some ones with holes in them lately, but hopefully tonight...
yeah, you didn't have a good night there at Sun Prairie, man.
Hopefully we got some good ones tonight.
How about I say for Jimmy, Sivia, and Davey, Ray, for joining us, guys. Thank you for your time. We know it's a busy night. They stopped over to the garage off of Turn 4, the full-service bar. Thank you guys very much for coming down. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jimmy's leading the points. The purse snatcher, Davey Ray's in the house, racing for the Fat Fro 14. No pressure, no pressure. We're taking a commercial break because we have more drivers to talk to. We're going to take a quick commercial timeout. We're live at Wilmot Raceway at DeAngelis Construction Night, thanks to Oak Creek Automotive and CK Contractors, LLC. We're live at the front gate at Wilmot. They're racing tonight. Come on down and join the racing crowd. We'll be right back.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about short track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Need a pack and move? Well, we do a lot of them. And we have all the proper materials to pack your belongings safe and sound so they arrive in the same condition as they went out in. Packing boxes, bubble wrap, mirror packs, lamp boxes, dish packs. We get the job done right. Packed and labeled properly so it all ends up in the right spot in your new place. This is Rick Vanderboom. Blue Mountain Express Moving and Storage will improve your move. BlueMountainExpress.com. We will improve your move. Statewide.
Eliminate the hassles of planning a trip to the races. Hook up with Boring Bob's Escorted NASCAR Racing Tours. Boring Bob offers transportation, lodging, race tickets, nightlife, shuttle service, and more. Boring Bob knows all the back roads into and out of the racetrack to get you in and out fast. Pick one or pick them all. Go in style to Daytona, Bristol, Phoenix, Las Vegas, and more. He has decades of experience and industry contacts galore. You name the race, let Boring Bob do the rest. Call Boring Bob today to make plans now to go on one of Boring Bob's famous escorted NASCAR racing tours. Boring Bob's always at 414-321-1307. That's 414-321-1307.
The NASCAR Cup Series returns to Elkhart Lakes Road America this 4th of July weekend. The NASCAR Quick Trip 250, presented by Jockey Made in America, and the NASCAR Xfinity Series Henry 180 guarantees high-speed thrill and endless family fun. Enjoy the family fun zone, camping on site, and free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult. Don't wait. Get your tickets today at roadamerica.com. Road America, your national park of speed.
1000 American Foundation. Cracks and leaks in your basement, have no fears. We've been fixing those things for over 60 years. trust and dedication. That's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000. American Foundation.
When we decided to get our crack-leaky basement done, I am so glad we called American Foundation. It gave us a sense of confidence, and it gave us our basement back.
And it was the right choice.
Thank you very much.
American Foundation Specialist has been fixing basements since 1947. Satisfied customers are the future at American. Call American for huge savings at
427-1000. American Foundation.
Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show. Kunis RV presents the Road America Challenge this Thursday night, June 30th at the Plymouth Dirt Track, featuring the bumper-to-bumper IRA Outlaw Sprints. See NASCAR star Chase Briscoe, Bill Baylog, Jake Blackhurst, Scotty Thiel, Scott Neitzel, and Jeremy Schultz, along with Jordan Goldsberry, and many more, racing this Thursday night at the Plymouth Dirt Track. It all kicks off NASCAR weekend on the dirt in Plymouth with the Road America Challenge by Kunis RV. Tickets available at the gate, or save $5 per adult ticket with an advance purchase at IRAsprints.com. That's this Thursday night at Plymouth on the dirt track. See Chase Briscoe and all the great stars of the bumper-to-bumper IRA Outlaw Sprints at Plymouth. Come feel the thunder. Should be a lot of fun. This portion of the show is brought to you by our friends at ARR Recycling, Allied Resource Recovery. They've got recycling centers in West Dallas at 80th and Burnham, in Waukesha at 1001 Tesh Court, and National Salvage on South 44th Street across from where the Milwaukee Brewers play. Visit AlliedResourceRecovery.com. We are also telling you that there's a lot going on in the world of racing. We are live at Wilmot Raceway tonight because they're racing 3 divisions of racing tonight. You still have time to get here. If you want to bring some diapers down, Derek Crane will be here till about 7:30 out front with his car, collecting for One Hope, helping out foster families in the area. So please feel free to donate to that as well as you walk in the main gate. We've got our own car show out front, but we got race cars on the racetrack. We got a couple of drivers hanging out with us as well. They're racing the A modified tonight. Let's welcome in Jason Worth and Steve Miller. Guys, thanks for coming down. Appreciate you coming over to the garage and hanging out for a few minutes.
Absolutely.
Both of them are wearing their lower half of their fire suits, so they're ready to go. Don't want to keep you too long, but Steve, welcome back. It's been a while since we had you on the show, and it's kind of neat to see you back at Wilmot. You get to play anywhere you feel like playing these days, don't you?
Well, that's why I have a toter home. I can go anywhere I'd like to.
And how's it been when you come to Wilmot lately?
Been great. Ran, I think, second or third first night. Last 2 Saturdays ago, I was running, led the whole thing, and gave it up on the last lap. I didn't feel like winning that night.
And so you won second?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won second. Yeah.
That's a
First
Kenny Schrader
loser.
phrase. If he finishes sixth in a race, how'd you do last night, Kenny? I won sixth.
Yep.
So you won second.
Yeah. First loser.
So you're a little anxious then for tonight.
A little bit, yeah.
Getting back at it on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday night.
You raced on a Tuesday here before, haven't you?
Yes, we have.
And how'd you do then?
Second.
All right.
I won second with no front shocks, so hopefully
Wow.
It'll hang together tonight.
Is it the car you're in or the car that you have Jason Worth driving? The car you had the broken shock?
No, the same car.
All right.
So.
I have some inside information we'll let you guys in on now on the show. Jason, welcome to the program. You're racing a car that Steve used to race, or is he still racing it?
No, he didn't want it anymore, so I'll take it.
How's it been for you here at Wilmot and elsewhere?
I've had better seasons.
Okay.
Not so much luck this year, but last week was a pretty good week. Wound up taking home fifth. Little mishap at the end, but scoring kind of helped me out on that one.
Was that like 3 or 4 nights ago this week?
2 weeks ago.
Okay. Where was that?
Here.
Okay.
Actually, I haven't raced anywhere else
Gotcha.
this year. Hoping to get out somewhere pretty quick here.
I asked because it's like, where do you go when it's not going to rain? Unfortunately, this spring has been so
Right.
goofy. That's why I asked, where'd you run? Because in talking to Mike Babbis with Wilmot Raceway, he's just said, man, we lost 4 of our shows already this year. So it's hard to get that toter home if you're like, where do I turn it? Do I go south? Do I go east? Do I go north?
I went all the way up to 141, 1 mile away, they called it last Saturday, so I got to spend too much
Quality
in
time.
fuel to get there and back for a nice ride.
Quality time.
Yeah.
You stop at some kind of Kent County park and
Yep,
have
I
dinner?
bought everybody dinner. Joe Crowbridge and his family, and we took them out to dinner. So
Well, that's fun. Now tell us about the dynamic that goes further than race car owner. Now you sold your race car to Jason. What else is going on in this world of Steve Miller and Jason Worth racing?
well, basically, his dad also races here. He races out of my shop. Jason's part-time at my race shop. He has his own shop in Elkhorn that he bought a new house and everything. So
Okay.
he's down there and works on it there. We all help each other out, share parts, and we just try to help each other out and keep the cars running out here. So
Sounds really good. Jason, how about that split time? What's it working out to be right now for you in this season now that we're clicking off every week? Should be nice weather to go racing.
I hope so. I mean, it can't get any worse than it already has.
So when you go between shops, do you have stuff at both, or do you come to his shop for final setup kind of thing?
I kind of do all the majority of the stuff at my house,
Okay.
and then if I need like the specialty tools or the knowledge especially, I'll bring it over. And they'll help me out.
And how close are the chassis in terms of what you guys put on them? How much stuff do you run? Are you, hey Jason, what you run last night? Is it that kind of shared technology kind of thing for you guys too?
I run a recycling program for my car from both Steve and my dad.
So whatever they feel like, hey, why don't you try this one, Jason?
This is old news. Why don't you try it out?
He gets my drip-ins. So
there could be worse things. You wouldn't have to buy new stuff all the time.
Exactly. I can't complain.
Exactly.
we run the same shocks. We kind of bounce off each other. Not on the track. We bounce ideas off each other.
Right.
Well, hopefully not bouncing
Right.
off each other on the track. So.
And what do you find, Steve, when you go elsewhere? Jason races here at Wilmot. Well, you
Yep.
race other places.
Yep. I've been sharing my time with Chilton on Fridays and then either Beaver Dam or 141 on Saturdays.
Okay.
Wherever we point.
And how's it been for you at Wilmot Raceway for you, Jason?
Like I said, this season hasn't been great, but last year I took 8th in points, so I mean that was my personal best.
Yeah.
I feel like I can do better. I just need to be here every week that we run, but I just had some family things going on.
Gotcha.
Kind of held me back from that.
How about the racetrack surface and how things have been going? And the competition here has just been really good this year.
I love it. I feel like I'm getting better and better every time I get here, and it just seems like the people that I used to have troubles racing against, that now I expect myself to be in front of them, and I cannot complain about that.
No, that's a great progression. Who's helping you as far as sponsors and crew people this year, Jason?
Well, my boss, Steve here at
As in your job boss too.
Yes.
That's another dynamic we didn't get into. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I hate him actually, but
I told him to work really hard, and by next year I'll be able to buy another new race car.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
make me even look even slower.
Yeah. Hell, go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
But no, we got Mugshots Bar and Grill out of Pewaukee, American Glass out of Elkhorn, and Unita obviously, and then my dad, his workplace, In Place Machinery, they pitch in, help us out.
Who works on the car when you're at home or at Steve's shop then? Is it a group of people, or do you have a couple of dedicated individuals helping you out, Jason?
I'm kind of doing it mainly by myself at
Okay.
home. I don't really have any crew members per se, besides obviously Steve and Dad. But
Gotcha. How about you, Steve? Who's helping you this magical mystery tour of the year?
I'd like to put a shout out to Lift Pro, their construction equipment rental outfit down out of Kenosha. Great. Tyler does a good job, helped me out sponsor wise. And then Truck Country's been a really good partner in my financial end of it. And then my own company obviously. Paradise Printing, my buddy Dean, he's at every race with me. And he's my travel partner, and we just travel the state racing around, and he helps me out financially a little bit. And then as far as crew goes, Dan, Scott, Frisky, Dan Kondrowski, Dan Baca, and Brett Cairns are main staples on my crew. Every Tuesday night, we're at the shop working on the cars, and a lot of Thursdays, all winter long, Tuesdays and Saturdays, a lot of Thursdays. So we work a lot on these cars to keep them going. So,
well, we're glad to see you on a Tuesday night. I know it's going to be hard because the modified division here is not easy to get around, and those Simon brothers have something figured out this year so far.
Yes, they do.
So we wish you guys the best, and we are the Good Luck Charm. We'll take credit for everything that happens tonight. That's good.
There you go.
You don't want to blame us for anything bad.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's great
All
to
right.
see you guys here. Thanks for coming down.
Good to have you. I'm glad you do what you do.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jason. Nice
Thank
talking
you.
to you for the first time on our show. Steve, welcome back to the show, and hope to see you guys in Victory Lane later on. We have no trophy queen nor a fancy something from the show, but a win's a win when it comes to either one of you guys tonight. Good luck tonight. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Thank you.
We're taking a commercial break. We got a lot to talk about here on the show. We have a couple of guests lined up as well. We are going to talk about what's going on in the world of racing in a little while, but right now we're going to talk about more drivers after these messages on the Racing Roundup Show. We are live at Wilmot Raceway with the DeAngelis Construction Roadshow, brought to you by CK Contractors and Oak Creek Automotive. Come on down and see the car show, NASCAR star Josh Policki, and the great racing tonight. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, racingroundup.show.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
Automatic Transmission Design is located in Germantown, Wisconsin. They've been hard at work the last 15 years in perfecting the best performance racing transmissions and converters. The folks at ATD have made it possible to offer the best quality and most affordably priced winning components for off-road, drag racing, truck pulling, and circle track applications. ATD may not be the biggest or most famous company in the marketplace, but they have the will and put in that extra effort to provide you with the best products available. ATD's certified technicians go through a comprehensive quality checklist on every transmission and converter they build. Then it's tested on their in-house dyno. Only then is the product ready for shipment to the customer. ATD takes these steps to provide you with the best quality products every time. They are 100% guaranteed. Their no returns policy makes sure it's right the first time. The next time you need a performance transmission or converter, give Charlie a call at 262-251-7777 or visit autotransdesign.com.
Interstate Batteries, proud sponsor of the Racing Roundup Show and the number 18 of Joe Gibbs Racing. Interstate Batteries is the #1 replacement battery in North America. You deserve the best, so get the best. Go to interstatebatteries.com. Go to interstatebatteries.com to find a dealer near you. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable. Get yours today. Race on.
Get your whole family involved in affordable, competitive kart racing at Millwright Raceway in Dousman, Wisconsin, home of the Badger Kart Club. Walk the pit area, talk to racers, and check out the action from the grandstands. There's a play area for the kids and great food at the concession stand. Spectator admission is free. Badger Kart Club points racers and National Touring Series race on the challenging paved road course most Sundays from April through September. Badger Kart Club is well established and well respected. There's 15 classes and over 100 drivers racing every week. From ages 5 to 75, kart racing offers competition for generations of racers of all ages. Bring the kids and check out kart racing for yourself at one of America's finest kart tracks. This is where Alan Kowicki, Danica Patrick, Sam Mayer, and Josh Palicki got their start. Millwright Raceway is just south of I-94 in Dousman, 35 miles west of Milwaukee, and 45 miles east of Madison. For all the latest information, directions, and race schedule, visit BadgerKartClub.com.
The Gravely Mower Series at Olson Outdoor Power is raising the bar on performance with smarter controls, longer run times, and more comfort. Add in layaway and financing from Olson's, and there's no lawn you can't conquer. Buy the best from the best. Gravely at Olson's Outdoor Power, Muskego.
This is America's longest-running weekly motorsports program, held in front of a live audience. Stay up to speed on the Wisconsin racing scene, NASCAR, and the world of motorsports every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central. Thanks for joining us for the Racing Roundup Show. Once again, here is the trackside voice of the Daytona 500 and NASCAR at the track. You see him on MAV TV's live coverage of the Lucas Oil Chili Bowl and the Arca Menard Series. The host of the Racing Roundup Show, Jim TRETOW.
How you doing, everybody? Good to see you here on a Tuesday night. We're live at Wilmot Raceway on a DeAngelis Construction. Beautiful night for racing. Thanks to our friends at DeAngelis and CK Contractors for bringing us this road show. CK Contractors are proud sponsors of Bill Balog and Clemco Racing. They're racing tonight with Chris and his sister Natalie in their Wisconsin Wingless Sprints. Hire the professionals at CK Contractors for land lot clearing, Lake Michigan shore restoration, excavating and grading, demolition, retention, pond building, and more. Racer Chris Klemko and his business will take care of your projects, big or small. Log on to ckcontractorsllc.com. If you're watching our show right now, yep, we got an all-star lineup in this segment. It's going to be fun to talk to these guys. Maybe we'll kick them off one at a time. They can all chime in with each other. I'll introduce them all together, and we'll start with the guy in the end wearing the red shirt because he's got a headset he just took off. He's busy here tonight. So let's welcome in Steve Sinclair, Bobby GUTKNECHT, and Josh Palicki. Guys, this is a good table of fun. I'm going to have some fun talking to you guys. Thanks for coming down.
Glad to be here.
Thank you. Steve, we'll start with you. You got a headset on and a Wilmot Raceway shirt. You got work to do tonight, don't you?
The staff's got it. I'm just whatever.
You're the president.
Oversee it. I take the driver's meeting heat because nobody else wants to take the heat. But we take the heat on Saturday nights and Monday mornings.
So you are part of the Wilmot Raceway's operational track staff.
Yeah,
on a given day.
I kind of put the staff together. So
Yeah.
the fair board runs the operation here,
Mhm.
and then they hire me to put the staff together and make their schedule, which hasn't gone too well this year with every major event rained
You
out.
can't
so
help it
far.
rain out. Come on. Can't help rain.
4 major events gone.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But it's kind of cool to see this one going. It's going to be a great night.
Yeah. Beautiful night.
3 nights. Jimmy Sivvia's like, this is my favorite night of the year. Carload night, fireworks going on. It's a Tuesday. Why not be at a racetrack,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
This Thursday's a big race too, Steve.
It is. I was wondering why Josh here doesn't have a ride for that. I was kind of wondering. Chase
That's
Briscoe's
why we
racing.
put you on together.
I would love to. I want to get some laps before I go out there and race, though.
So this Thursday at Plymouth is the kickoff of a NASCAR weekend at Road America. For the second straight year, Thursday night, bumper-to-bumper IR Outlaw sprints at Plymouth Dirt Track within the shadows of Road America.
Yes.
And you get a NASCAR Cup driver to commit like as soon as he got out of the car 1 year ago saying, I want to do this again.
Yeah,
Chase Briscoe.
Chase is on right away. Now the car's all painted up just like his Cup car. You know, it's the
Yeah.
14 Mahindra car. I believe Bill Balog is coming back. Alex Bowman was coming until he realized he had a schedule conflict. He's running a midget at IRP.
Okay.
Same night.
I'll be there with him on MAP TV Plus
And then
tomorrow,
Larson will be
Thursday night.
flying in from Pennsylvania because he gets to race multiple nights in a row. So I think next year we got to do a couple days in a row. I think this one day thing's not. We got to step her up. And Road America is a partner on this event too,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah. It's neat to know that they're doing shuttle service. If you're
Yep.
there camping this
Yep.
weekend or
All
you're
right.
already there camping,
They're in there. They do a great job.
Shuttle
they
service
brought
back and forth.
sponsors and Kunis RV, which sponsors a lot of stuff around here. They're on board, and it's a big deal.
so what time do things get cooking on Thursday night? And you get like $5 off if you buy tickets online at IRAsprints.com.
If you buy tickets by tomorrow, you save yourself $5. Yes,
All right.
in advance. I think the ticket, the will call gate for the people that bought them in advance is 3:30. General admissions 4:30. We should be sending cars out about 5:45 for engine heat.
So Josh Blicky shows up around 5:40, 5:35 with his helmet. You maybe can find
You
him
got to see
something.
if Chase has a spare, man.
I'm down. I'm showing up anyways. I'll be watching there. I'll be supporting it. But I would love to race.
We'll work on that.
Bobby GUTKNECT's here. We were just talking about his beautiful 57 Chevy sitting right there.
5'8".
Right at, what?
5'8".
58. Sorry, 58. I can't tell. I didn't see the side. I saw the headlights. I thought I knew what I was talking about. Wrong. It's a beautiful car, Bobby, and it's right there off of turn 4. And Steve Sinclair is saying, "You sure we want to leave it there? It's
I'm
great
gonna
to see you on
move
the
it.
midway."
Before they start doing the hot laps, it'll be in a different spot.
The engines are warming up. That's usually where they sling a little bit of clay coming over the fence, right about where your car is parked.
That's why our trailers are back there now.
As he points
Just
to the
saying.
yonder side
Just
of the
saying.
grandstand. Neat, Bobby. You got a race car here, but it's not yours anymore. Your name's on the door. What's going on?
Yeah, I just sold it to Mike Hansen. He actually bought the car that Ryan used to race the week before Slinger the Slinger opener, and then he was having some engine troubles, and he called back and said, "Hey, I want to get your other car." And I'm like, "Okay," but he also made a deal that he bought it, but if I ever want to race it, he's got to make a phone call and I can race it again yet. So I talked about Rockford and Lacrosse, so it looks like I'll be back in there for that.
And that would be your first time in the car this year, right? You haven't been in
Correct,
one
yeah.
yet?
I've been so busy with everything else, I haven't had a chance to drive it. And so he came up and asked me when to sell it. I'm like, sure. And he goes, well, I'll buy it, but you can still drive it. I'm like, well, okay.
Wow.